Hello everyone, this is Tim, the Nintendo Dad's Discord Community Manager and Game Reviewer. Today's game we get to review is InkSplosion, a game developed by Petite Games and published by Ratalaika Games. Hopefully I pronounced that right, I apologize if I didn't. But thanks to both of them for providing a code to download and review this game. It is very much appreciated. Make sure some of you listen out for that voiceover work. Some of you might recognize the voice who's doing the narration.
Game over. InkSplosion.
Before we get into some of the gameplay, let's go over some of the Eshop details. InkSplosion released on April 18th, 2018 for $3.99. However, that price is only a promotional price until May 28th. InkSplosion is a single-player arcade action game. Essentially, it's a game kind of like Asteroids. That's what it reminds me of, at least. But it also makes me think somehow the Inklings and Squid Sisters got a hold of it and remixed it for this generation of gamers. The game does support video capture, so when I tried this game in handheld mode, I captured a few videos to share my experience with you all in that mode. And here I had them in my photo gallery. Essentially, you're seeing me get game overs pretty quickly. But while in handheld mode, my hand did feel a little cramped. It was just the way of holding the switch on side to side while playing the game that wasn't very conducive for this type of gameplay, it seemed like. So I was very interested in finding out how it would play in docked mode using the joypad or the Joy-Con controller and even using Pro Controller. But I wanted to show that at least I was able to do some sort of gameplay while in handheld mode. Alright, well that's enough of that. Let's get to the real gameplay here and see what it's like in docked mode. I did try when it was in handheld mode to disconnect the Joy-Cons and put it in tabletop mode and try it that way. And it did feel a little bit better. It was still odd though to try to play this game in a twin stick shooter type experience. So trying it with the Joy-Con holder will be interesting. So here's how the controls work. Very simple. Move with the left stick, aim with the right, shoot with the right shoulder button, and slow time down with the left shoulder button. Now keep in mind when we see the gameplay, there will be a bar at the top of the screen that gives our health. It also is the same bar that the slow motion or the slow time down takes away from. So as you use that button more, you take away from your health.
InkSplosion. Normal gun.
So I'm just showing a few quick gameplay moments here. The first 3 times I think I tried it in dock mode, and you see me probably fail quickly here, but you can see at the top bar there as I restart this game, that top bar goes down pretty quickly every time I get hit by a weapon or if I cross any of those dotted lines. And those dotted lines can move in certain areas. Like here you see them going across the screen and moving. If I touch them, it takes away from my health. Here I'm using slow motion, used it too much, got hit by weapons, and died. Here's where I think I beat my high score do pretty good for me. Oh, take that back. Wasn't this one. It's probably the one coming up. No, probably not even this one. As you can see, this is where I just died too quickly and a few times here. But hopefully you can see the aesthetics of the game, the colors, the music. I really enjoyed the music, the sound. Very quick pick up and play game. Unfortunately, there isn't any two-player or multiplayer aspects to it, which was kind of a bummer. Dead. Alright, this is where I get the high score, or get my own high score. It's definitely a game where you need to be able to concentrate. Gotta be able to watch out for enemies, the enemies' weapons, the lines. Lots to keep an eye out for.
InkSplosion.
Here's where I'm going to try out the Pro Controller, or as you've heard me say before, is my PS4 using the 8-bit do USB adapter. So I'm using my PS4 controller here. When I tried the controller, some aspects having a PS4 controller or the Pro Controller, although in this case I don't have a Pro Controller to test out. Actually, the PS4 controller was a little too loose. It wasn't as tight as the Joy-Con's controller is. And although I've never had an experience with the Pro Controller, Nintendo's version, I can't say whether or not it's just as tight as the Joy-Cons or not. So for me, using the PlayStation controller was actually worse than using the Joy-Cons, because the Joy-Cons actually were tighter for me to use for this gameplay. Although the PlayStation controller was a lot more comfortable, it was still too loose for me. So after giving it a few goes, I had to go back to using the Joy-Cons.
Game over. InkSplosion.
Like I said, time to go back to the Joy-Cons. As you can probably tell, each level is procedurally generated, and you also start off with a different weapon each stage. So what I've seen, if my memory serves me right, is missiles, regular gun, laser, missiles, and shotgun, I believe is another one, like this one. My favorite actually was the regular gun, and I think there's a distance gun or something like that. Shotgun I liked, and the laser. The missiles are my least favorite for sure. This one here was harder to aim. Probably user error, but I had more fun with the faster guns, like this one.
Game over.
But definitely a lot of fun.
InkSplosion.
Here I'm just going over what you have to get in order to unlock the arena mode and the hard mode. And each of those areas are 100,000 in the previous mode to open up that mode. Here are the game stats, basically what I've been able to do, my high scores. I definitely need a lot more practice. Just starting in the game, as you can see, 30 minutes into it. And then there are achievements, and I think I just unlocked 3 of those. Basic beginner type achievements. So get the getting started one, then there's the die for the first time one, and then reach level 5 in classic mode. So, and then there's a few others there that I need to unlock. Overall, I think this was a fun game. I'm looking forward to playing around with this more. Again, I wish there was an option for multiplayer to give someone a Joy-Con and play. Unfortunately, it's not. So for family play, not so much, unless you guys want to keep handing off the controller or the controllers and keep giving it a go. That's something I think I would like to give a try with my son, because I know he was interested in this game and how it looked. So definitely looking forward to passing it on and see if he will get maybe just as frustrated as I did with this at times, which is not a good thing. So, but overall, again, I think it's a good game, especially for the price. So get on it if you can before the deadline, and hopefully it doesn't go up too much by that time. Until next time, this is Tim signing off. Check you later.